definitely lose late game. It's too overwhelming. You have there's actually only one form of disengage here, coming in from Gragas.
Yes.
But the only form of late game damage they have is from Kog'Maw. And if Vayne, Irelia, and Azir all get going, well, alam naman natin anong mangyayari,
Yeah,
diba? Pag
it's
na-feed
really
yung
hard
Azir
to
and
shut
Vayne,
down.
it's pretty much over.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
that'll be very scary. JBLFMU, win conditions basically, pressure the early game.
Yes, yes.
Pressure it. Pressure Vayne, pressure Irelia, pressure Azir, anyone.
Oh,
Just
all
make sure
the-
that, yeah, basically,
So
if
much
you can.
pressure on Veer.
Yeah, I don't know. Actually, the pressure is on Gragas to make
Okay.
this. They have to have pretty good shot calling here. They have to scout the lane swap, and if the lane swap goes in their favor and they can 2v2 the Vayne, then that means that Alistar and Graves can pressure the Vayne, and Gragas here can focus on snowballing Kog'Maw, maybe helping him in the mid lane.
Yeah.
And then the win conditions basically here for UPD side is to get away from the 2v2,
Yes.
pull off the lane swap, and then Veer has to just relieve and predict the pathing that Gragas will go for. Because if he can't do that and Gragas gets the ganks that he wants over and over early to mid game, it won't matter if Gragas falls off late. If he gets his champions going enough to destroy mid game, it'll be over for UPD. So Veer and Gragas, they really have a lot of clashing to do here.
Yeah.
They really have to get their laners going.
Yes. Actually, I would like to point out din, no, walang hard CC tong mid lane natin. Kasi normally, it's a Gragas in a combo. So, if you're a Gragas, you wouldn't try to gank early.
Yeah.
On the Azir, or would you?
You can.
You can.
Azir is a bit more vulnerable now ever since the nerfs.
Oh,
You don't
yeah,
have
you don't have the knock-up
you don't have the
on-
knock-up, you don't have the shield.
Right,
So
right.
you're pretty much forcing a flash
Uh-huh.
if you gank this Azir. And Kog'Maw, once he hits level 6, he doesn't necessarily need to be too close. He has the ult to engage, and well, Azir is basically vulnerable now.
Yes.
More than he was before. I mean,
Yes.
Azir early game wasn't the greatest before,
Uh-huh.
but that's why they took away the shield and the knock-up, because that just gave Azir way too many options to get past early game.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
He can knock an assassin up before flashing away. He has the level 6 knockback. There's just way too
So
many
many
options for
ways.
Azir to live. So with this, Azir players like myself have to be way more cautious with how you overextend your lane.
Yeah.
Especially against a Gragas who will definitely pressure your early game.
Yun nga, I expect the Kog'Maw not to be pushing too
Yeah.
far as well kasi mas very endangered siya compared sa Azir.
Pero yun.
At least may mobility pa naman kahit paano yung
Yeah.
bird natin.
Yeah. Pero yun, basically, Azir, Kog'Maw, I don't think there's gonna be a lot of pressure in the mid lane, depending on the lane swap. Kung
Yeah,
mag-lane swap
that's
yung UPD and they get to evade the Graves and it's all good, maybe you can pressure mid lane kasi hindi mo kailangan tulungan si Vayne sa top.
Yes.
But if ever they don't pull off that lane swap, Graves and Alistar plus Gragas on a Vayne,
yeah.
that's not what Vayne wants ever. So
Yeah, I know.
you'll really need to relieve pressure down that bot lane if they get it. So a lot of pressure on the junglers and on JBLFMU to destroy UPD before they can scale late game.
Yes, so there you have it. That is GS. Parang si Shinbo yun parang ganun. Oh my god,
Signature move.
I'm getting habits from like some of the casters. Oh my god. So yeah, as I was saying earlier, there you have it. That's GS Amplifier's analysis on both teams. So I guess you guys can use your Twitter accounts, your Facebook accounts, if you think JBLFMU.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Use the hashtag JB. Can you help me?
Hashtag JBLFMU win.
Win.
Grabe, haba na hashtag.
I know.
Or hashtag UPD win, basically. Yeah, go
Yeah.
over to Twitter and follow us as @PGSLOL. And LOL Collegiate League has a Twitter as well.
Yes, that's at LCL_PH.
Yes, as well. Go over to PGS Rift as well. Again, we're reminding you to join our community. It's very big right now, and wow, the admin announcements should be coming pretty soon. For those who are waiting, we're very sorry it's taking so long.
Yeah, with
it's just,
Rampage.
for those of you who don't know, there are around 200 plus who applied for that.
Wow.
And we're coming up to Rampage. Things are very busy.
Yes.
But probably by Rampage or after Rampage, we will have admins for the PGS Rift group.
Yes.
For those who don't know what it is, it's basically the PGS community platform. If you guys want to join or find out what it is, just go over to Facebook, type on the search bar PGS Rift, just look for the group. It's pretty much the first thing that will come up because there's nothing else like it. And then if you guys go over to G Talk, just the ID number is 171-88811. Join us there as well. There are a lot of pro players there. The shoutcasters, we're there as well.
Yeah.
And so
our esports darlings.
Yeah,
Jelly
so the Jelly and Kate. Yeah, they're all there as well. So be sure to join us. And again, follow us on Twitter and on Instagram. That's at PGSLOL.
Yes, and also the LCL. Don't forget.
Yeah, at LCL_PH.
Yes, and they that Twitter account does give blow by blow.
If you guys wanna, for example, let's just say you can't stream because, for example, maybe your family's all using YouTube at the same time and you can't stream.
No,
go over to Twitter maybe and just watch the. Basically, it's like play-by-play Twitter updates.
Yeah, it's sort of like for those people who know eSportspedia Live.
Yeah.
It's basically the same thing.
Or like parang basketball din, di ba?
Oh, yeah.
In basketball, they also update yung nangyari. Like,
nangyari
three-pointer by blah, 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 and like that. Basically, it's like very up-to-date live updates from Twitter. So just follow us.
So let's go and head on to the Rift. Once again, this is the game. There it is, JBLFMU versus UPD. So let's head on to the blue side first. For the mid lane, we have Decipher Demigod on the Cogwell. For the jungler, we have the Gragas. That's Quella. Wow, is that French? Quelladu.
Quella, yeah, I have no idea how to
pronounce. So, Quella.
Yeah.
And then for the top lane, we have Olaf. That's Lost Heb. And for the bottom lane duo, we have YFL Small Kinit.
Yeah.
Not so small on the Alistar, though. And for the ADC, we have CJ Amante.
All right, so for the red side, that's UPD Oblation Esports Ace Crosscut with Azir in the mid lane. That's Veer with Evelyn in the jungle. Decipher and Kip34 in the bot lane as Nautilus and Vayne on the bot. Oh yeah, in the bot lane. And then that's Toki Toki with Irelia in the top lane.
Yes, there we have it. So they're just doing the standard procedure, checking out settings, of course. Kasi paminsan, I keep saying this, yung iba pala, nasa T, yung ward. So nagpa-4 ako, ba't walang lumalabas
yung
na
flash
ward?
nasa F, pero actually hindi mo mapapalitan in-game, which I wish you could do. Because sometimes, like for example, naalala mo ba yung time na naglaro tayo, tapos we had, there was a moment where I think I had to, I don't think it was with you. I think it was Darwell, next to Asarai. We had to switch PCs because we wanted to play different lanes. And then his flash was on F.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, oh no, but I'm a Flash D person. So I was like randomly flashing in-game.
Oh, but you could change it in-game settings, like make the F the D.
Oh my god.
You could. I did that before. Yeah.
Seatmate amplifier has failed this. I have been failing League for life.
Oh my. So there you have it. So in case na nangyari yun sa inyo, you guys can use the in-game settings, switch the controls.
Wow, why did I not think of that?
I forgot who told me to do that.
Why did?
I think I played with you noon when we were. I think nung parang GG account group.
Ranking and stuff. Yeah.
No, not rank.
Oh,
the
no.
costume game.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do that now. Yeah.
Just in case that happens, you guys know what to do.
Yeah. So they're just setting up, and there it's gonna resume. This level 1 should be definitely in favor of JBLFMU. That's a lot of early game pressure there. They have the body slam, and they have the slow, and they have the pulverize.
Yeah.
Early game damage from Graves is also annoying. Void Ooze is also a slow. There's a lot of pressure level 1, but we should, well, depending on how they handle this, I mean, ideally, best case scenario is to check out for the lane swap. But
it seems like they're not even going to try to ward deeply. So
I think they're gonna play standard lanes.
Yeah, they are. So yeah.
Okay, so standard lanes na sila, and that is going to be a loss for UPD.
Early into the game.
Or this could be a bluff. Maybe they're just showing up bot, tapos they'll roam up the top. But I don't think that's what's gonna happen.
It's gonna be too late. They're all in their positions na, and yeah, it's gonna be really tough for UPD early on.
Yeah. Yeah, mahirapan talaga sila kasi Vayne early game is bad. Gragas, Alistar, Graves also strong early to mid game. So that's gonna be pretty overwhelming. Hopefully, si Veer mag-a-assist sa kanila sa early game.
Yes.
Posible naman talaga na hopefully they are able to coordinate and call the shots well here for UPD. This is a very vulnerable early to mid game here for UPD. Irelia, again, Irelia, Vayne, and Azir not so strong, and they're all the carries of UPD right now, so they really need time to get going.
Yes.
Kumbaga parang glue gun lang yan. Kailangan mainit muna. Uminit muna pala. And really, that's what they all have to do.
Ang ganda ng methodology ba yun? What do you call this? Oh,
Analogy.
Methodology. What am I
Thesis.
talking about? Oo nga, no? Meron pang hangover sa
Oo
thesis.
nga
Ang tagal na nun.
Ang tagal na nun, ha? Kalimutan na ang nightmares about thesis.
So yeah. Oh, actually, mas takot ako sa Alistar kaysa sa Nautilus.
Yeah.
Kasi for some reason, mas madali maland yung combo. And there's so many ways to go about the head of override. There are people that just walks up to you, the Alistar, and then pushes you towards the enemy. I don't like that happening at all. I'm
Plus,
really
nakakatakot
traumatized.
din yung Alistar kasi he can headbutt you towards the enemy direction.
Yeah.
So it's basically like a slower Lee Sin insect kick. But it's still the same effect. You get them to the other lane and wow, aggressive bot lane.
Look at that. Right now, Pip taken and losing that trade against CJ Amante.
Yeah, this was what we were talking about. They're still pretty good feel. I mean, even without items, Nautilus is very tanky with the shield. So it's still a very strong early game. But Vayne is the one who's going to suffer here.
Yeah.
They're being, well, kind of pushed out of lane. Veer is here for the gank.
Wow, look at the early gank. That's a red buff on the Veer, slowing down head, but actually he loses a flash. He's burning. Flash for flash. Toki will get the revenge kill, but that is first blood for the Olaf.
Yikes. Well, that was not good on Veer's side, at least. It would have been good. Early ganks from an Evelyn are always very shocking.
Yes.
Because of that passive, it's very useful, but he flashed and died anyway.
Yeah.
And plus, he burned 2 flashes for that 1 flash on Olaf there. So Gragas can now rotate, but bot lane still suffering.
Again.
Yeah.
Losing that trade. Tapos, ito pa. Let's go back to the top lane anyway. Parang ano ang nangyari din kay Veer, he underestimated the damage coming from Olaf.
Definitely. Olaf got a double longsword out of that.
Oh
wow!
Wow, look at that! Uses Crosscut to actually eliminate, but the passive is right there. Right now, he's burning, he's being slowed down. Kuela is still chasing, using a flash, and gets the kill.
Yikes, that was an awkward body slam.
Yeah, bumps into
Minion saved
twice.
you. Yeah,
twice.
That was very awkward. And yeah, this is a pretty messy early game. Some mistakes, micro mistakes, yung tipong, yun nga, nag-body slam ka sa minion, hindi mo natansya yung top lane Olaf, things like that. Understandable, of course. It's not like we're watching like LPL or something here, so it's not like they practice like 14 hours a day.
Yeah, that's true, that's true.
But in any case, Veer is doing, he doesn't need to pressure bot too much right now.
Okay. Take note, there's a lot of minions here. And right now, Veer enters the fight, starts it, gets pulverized. Veer leading the front line, and now the hook doesn't connect. It connects the wall, just the terrain, and nothing will happen there.
Yeah, another awkward gank.
Yeah.
Again, Veer, medyo maaga yung gank niya. Walang dredge line na nag-connect at that moment. If that was more synergized, I couldn't imagine forcing a flash.
Wow, look at that! Flash pulverized, pushes the Vayne towards the enemy, gets exhausted, gets slowed by the Gragas. Everyone's attention is onto the Vayne, but Amante is isolated. He will be forced to use a flash shield. Meanwhile, that's 2 members of JBLFMU ang haba ng pangalan ng team. And right now, it's a very long team fight. Flashes everywhere. Veer na punggo siya ng Gragas, but no one's gonna die. Just an exchange of summoner spells.
Wow. That was a long clash.
I know.
Sobrang awkward kasi that whole time, the 2 tanks, si Alistar at si Gragas, pinafocus na yung si Vayne. Naiwan si Amante sa likod. Parang guys, nandito pa ako. So he had to flash out through the wall.
And then use the heal.
And then he turned all the way around para umabot. That was a bit awkward.
Yeah,
the problem there was that a lot of the cooldowns were used to get Vayne to Graves. Tapos flash out siya, got exhausted, he was able to run away. And a lot of that time was spent on chasing Vayne. So Alistar, wala na siyang cooldowns para ma-save si Amate, so he's forced to flash out.
Yeah, summoners. So it was just an exchange of summoner spells there sa bot lane. No one
Yun nga,
died.
parang medyo awkward nga yung gank. Kasi if they were more synergized, gagana sila eh. Because you have Gragas, Alistar. If you could just sync, for example, let's say you flash pulverize headbutt and follow the body slam right as it happens. Ang laki ng lockdown potential dun. But sadly, giving Vayne the time to flash out was a big thing for that flash. So it was able to bring her to the river, nakatakbo pa siya, and Graves had to flash out kasi nga medyo na-focus lang siya.
Nawala,
Sobrang awkward nun.
Na-isolate talaga siya.
As in literally, kung pwede siya mag-usap, sumisigaw na yun, guys, paano ako? Hindi man niya na ako.
Yun nga, it actually happened.
Oh! Oh no!
The Emperor's Divide doesn't connect. Meanwhile, the Cyber Demigod is super low. But that is just a couple of love spikes. Oh wait, hate spikes. I'm so sorry. What did I say?
Love spikes?
I'm
Wow!
so sorry. Hate spikes. What am I saying?
Love spikes. Ngayon lang ako nakarinig nun ah. Whew. But
Not
yeah,
bad, guys.
we just saw the Emperor's Divide miss. And that is the problem with yung knock-up being taken away, is that you're given a bit of movement speed. No, you're not given a bit of movement speed. I'm sorry. If you don't have the knock-up, then that means you're given a little bit more time to walk away.
Yeah.
So hindi niya natansya na hindi tatama yung Emperor's Divide.
That's true.
If that had the knock-up, that probably would have knocked back. But now that Azir doesn't have the knock-up when he interrupts you with the dash, then you really have to maneuver the soldier to get behind.
Yeah.
Yung tipong Shurima, Shuffle, Tokyo Drift, whatever you wanna call it. Or Flash.
Yeah.
Flash behind before you use the ult. The problem is nga, hindi niya nagawa yan kasi yun nga nasasanay pa yung mga Azir players ngayon na wala ng knock-up. So, you really have to be more careful. I'm pretty sure Ace Crosscut learned his lesson after that kasi sobrang awkward talaga nun.
Yeah. Hindi talaga tumama. And look at that. Kuela, very, very patient here. Expecting another play from the Gragas. Evelyn at the top side.
Yeah.
Natin. Will they spot? Oh, wait.
No level 6 yet, so hindi pa niya mahahagis yung barrel na matapon si Vayne towards him. But
yeah,
this is gonna be... Well, the itemization, Vamp's Scepter to pick Axe, but still, Graves is stronger early game. CS lead from him as well, which is expected kasi nga sabi natin, ayaw ng Vayne na makilaban. But, oop!
Here comes the action, body slam, flash boom, pulverize rather, exhaust na naman dito kay Vayne, kinondem yung Alistar, and that's Kuela taking the kill. It's the only one, Sakto level 6, throws in the cast, and the Cyber connects to the terrain to the wall, he's slowed down, collateral damage will finish him off. Meanwhile, dun sa top lane, may action na pala, but this is JBLFMU taking the dragon for themselves.
There you go. Veer not able to realize that si Gragas will be ganking that bot lane, put pressure at top, and I'm not so sure why, because Irelia is at the lead right now in CS at 72-52. TP comes in.
Oh, what are they gonna do? Toki actually hesitating. Binunggo na lang siya ng Alistar. Umalis ka dito, but that is here, right there. Uses the Agony's Embrace. Ang target niya, si Kin, and dahil konti na lang ang buhay niya, Ace Crosscut enters into the front line as well with the Emperor's Divide. Lumutog na si Toki, that's a red buff. CJ Amanda dashes in, but the reply is Toki with the flash. Konti na lang buhay niya, and he wins the duel. That'll be a double kill for the Irelia. He will get slowed down by the cast. Wala ng mana, but that is just one more hit. I slam you in the face. Meanwhile, here that Slowhead gets hooked by the Cypher, and the kill will go to Kip 34, but that is a 3-4-2 exchange in favor of UPD.
That was very awkward. Awkward siya kasi Irelia teleported in and no one was really there yet. They really tried to contest one, but Veer was too late to Dragon. So instead, he popped his ult and tried to make it sort of an even exchange, which I think didn't happen. I think it's actually hard to tell who got the lead there. Because Dragon came on, Dragon came for JBLFMU, but UPD got a couple of kills. They're ahead by 500 gold now, and a lot of the kills there went to Irelia. So Loateb, or however you think Loateb, yeah, he's gonna suffer top big time. That's already a Sheen and a Phage. Meanwhile, that's a Ninja Tabi and Brutalizer only for Olaf. So he's gonna have a hard time at top right now. Veer is probably gonna need to relieve pressure there again. And this is what I mean. This is what sucks about having so many lanes reliant on the jungler. Veer is gonna... Oh, wow!
And how Fable's forced to use the Ragnarok. Tatakbo na lang ako. Nandiyan na pala si Gragas with the red buff, slowing Toki down. Tinapunan ng Axe rather. There's the cast as well. He gets stunned. Is he gonna pursue this? Is he gonna commit? Yes, he does. Unstoppable na yung Gragas natin from JBLFMU.
There you go. Well, there, Gragas also gonna relieve pressure for him at least this time. Kailangan talaga niya. That's 52. Oh!
Oh, he goes in. Yeah, dude, there's no knock up anymore. Still dueling it out. But by Rage, there's 3 soldiers. Uses a flash. That's a duel with the 2 blue buff of the mid layer. He doesn't get slowed, rather.
Oh, no!
Bitin, I dash in!
Oh, wow.
Divide!
Oh, wow. That was so awkward. Azir flashed in and queued. Hindi umabot yung soldier. I think he pressed Q right before he flashed. So hindi umabot sa range when he was there. That was a very awkward flash for Azir. He should have won that one.
It's like an exchange of hesitations and like, oh, maybe I could get this by now. Oh, not yet.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, maybe now.
Yeah, if you're going to flash Q as Azir, make sure na nasa spot ka na ng flash before you Q.
Yeah.
Kasi yung mangyayari doon, if you Q first before you flash, then the Q range will assume your original position eh.
Yes, yes.
So you really have to be careful with that. Sobrang bitin lang. As in, parang ilang ano na lang matatamaan mo na si Kog'Maw with one auto attack. But sadly, it didn't happen. Kailangan pa niya mag-SS lang para magawa yung to finish him off.
Yeah.
So awkward.
I know. So many moments. I thought it would stop there, but then
yeah.
no, I will commit to this. And speaking of commitment, that's they're getting pulled in. Itong si Amante, but nothing will happen there. Sakit.
Nice. Well, BF Sword can explain all of that. Okay, sobrang dami nangyari. Let's see what's happening right now. So, slight lead on UPD's side, which is still surprising. This is very surprising right now considering that dapat talaga yung JBLFMU you might lead with their composition. But that's mostly because Toki Toki here is really making Lotheb suffer.
Yeah.
56 to 90 CS difference.
They're going at it. Lotheb is actually super low. Ayan na yung cast. Toki Toki super low right now. Kuwela, I'm gonna chase you. Meanwhile, Veer just landing at some hate spikes. Ang sakit din itong Kuwela. But right now, it's really winning the trade itong si Veer. Nandiyan na pala si Azir. And then a shutdown kill for the Irelia once again. Napunta sa kanya yung pera. Oh, it's not over yet. Will Azir pursue this? Guess not.
Yeah. Baka magkaroon na tayo ng awkward clash kapag naglaban yung dalawang to. Yeah, this is a very scary Irelia right now. The goal difference between him and wow, it's 5,700 to 3,600. That is a huge difference right now.
That's not what you want. I mean, all the kills of the Irelia. That's a final hour. DJ Amante gets ignited. Here comes the depth charge. He's gonna get knocked up. It gets hooked right there, and that's Kim 34 low, but still prepared to fight, landing in some silver balls kay Kinit. Will he be able to survive? I wonder. Nagjujuk time na lang. I place a ward rather. He'll get condemned. But that's a Vayne taking minion hits. Doesn't matter. They will get a kill. 2 kills at the bottom.
Yeah, fighting on their tower there. They were probably trying... they were trying to get the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
Let's take down this tower and then kill the both of them. That's very high hopes.
Yeah,
Pero
I know.
in the end, Vayne is not that behind.
Yeah.
That's 94 to 116 CS. She does have the Bilge Water Cutlass right now, so it's not like she's that weak. Nautilus also has... Well, Nautilus is just really... Sobrang tanky na talaga in the early game. So he was able to absorb a lot of damage. Ooh.
Wow, what's a flash body slam? Tinulak siya. Isang hit na lang actually. Burn. Will the burn? Yes, it burns. Burns.
Yeah, and now Dragon's coming up in 20 seconds. 3,000 gold lead right now.
Yeah.
That is very big, and I think a lot of it is really from this Irelia. Vayne is not falling that behind.
Yes.
Gragas has to help out this Olaf in this top lane. Ideally, kung hindi behind tong Olaf na to, sana inabusan na nila yung Vayne sa bot lane and really brought down the CS.
Yeah.
Pero 128 to 97, honestly, it's not that bad for a Vayne to Graves lane.
And we haven't seen any TV plays yet coming in from the Olaf, but that is JBLFMU starting the Dragon and taking it for themselves.
Yeah, so that one's not going to be contested there. Mid lane, that's 114 to 86 CS. So yung early pressure na binigay ni Veer, that one gank that we saw.
Uy!
Whoa, whoa!
That's such a ballsy move coming in from the Gragas. I may be 6-1-2, but I am still very, very isolated and alone with no teammates. Pumasok pa rin yung Alistar despite everything, even Amante, the AD carry, that's Agony's Embrace. He is forced to use a flash. But meanwhile, a lot of members from UPD are quite low as well, taking poke from the Kog'Maw, but that would be it.
That was a reckless move, no? Coming in from JBLFMU, no vision. So wala silang wards na, oh no!
Nandito na si Irelia, konting hit na lang, namatay, and that is everything. All the ult of the world from UPD. And dito na si Olaf as well, joining into the party. But looks like nothing will happen there. But yeah, Graves died from that. Are they gonna pursue this? Because they're gonna get poked out here.
This lead is huge from UPD. And it's hard to track where it started because so many things were happening from early to this stage in the game.
Yes.
And they weren't really clean. Hindi malinis yung mga gank coming in from JBLFMU. Oops. Yeah. So they get the 2v2, which was good. Graves had the lead. Mid lane though was supposed to be a stay lane. We were predicting na dapat even lang siya.
Yeah, that's
but
true.
Veer was able to give Azir a very small boost in the early game. And yung maliit na boost na yun na nabigay niya kay Ace Crosscut dito really helped. He's above in 20 CS. And Nashor's Tooth first and then Rod of Ages. Oh, I think he's going Rylai's.
Yeah, I was about to ask you, Giant's build.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't grab it as a second item. You need a bit more raw power before going for the Rylai's for applying the slow. Understandable naman kasi during this early to mid game, there's gonna be a lot of diving in onto you. So yung baka feeling ni Ace Crosscut sa sobrang laki na pressure on him as a target, kailangan niyang at least a little bit of CC from the Rylai's to slow down the Alistar, the Olaf, and the Gragas.
Yeah.
Even the Graves possibly.
Yes.
But still, that's gonna reduce his damage output from this early to mid game, which could hurt a bit for them. So medyo mag-fall behind yung power spike dito.
Yeah.
But I guess he has some room kasi medyo may lead naman nga siya sa mid lane.
Yeah, the Irelia is doing really well for UPD
yeah,
right
7-2.
now.
That's a Trinity Force at 17 minutes and almost a Rando wins as well.
Yeah, that's the thing. The kill distribution for JBLFMU is not what they want. They want all the kills to be on the clock.
Actually, ang na-notice ko, Gragas was supposed to be helping his lanes to snowball. Pero yung nangyayari, natatalo yung lanes niya. Tapos medyo nagpopulis siya. Yung tipong namatay yung lane niya, so last minute papasok siya para patayin yung nag-survive ng konti. That's a very... It's not gold efficient for his team. You need the Graves and the Kog'Maw to snowball, not yourself. That was what the comp was for. The Gragas was supposed to provide early pressure para mag-snowball tong Kog'Maw and Graves. But that's not what happened. Everything is on the Gragas. Okay, sobrang tanky niya, sobrang sakit niya. But when it comes to a team fight, when it comes to making plays from the early to mid game with this comp, it's not gonna show a lot. Parang sayang yung lead when it's all on Gragas.
Kasi, overwhelm ka lang ng damage. Kasi ang ganda ng distribution din kahit papano. Although, napunta nga talaga sa Irelia. And that is a scary Irelia.
Way more efficient than the Gragas, that's for sure. Nakita natin na kahit natatalo yung UPD minsan sa fights, as long as Irelia shows up last, she's able to make it even again. Gaya ng Dragon fight kanina, nakita natin, kahit medyo awkward yung TP niya, he was able to get several, I think it was a double kill ba yun or something. Basta basically, he was able to get kills despite being first. She was the last one. So the lead is really showing here. Plus the CS difference is 86 to 132. And Olaf is just almost... He's reaching that line where he's almost useless.
Yeah.
Kasi ideally, you're supposed to be trying to reach the back line. But there's some pretty good peel here with the Azir ult plus the Nautilus as well.
Yeah.
And the mere fact na walang masyado, si Kog'Maw here is not fed enough to deal backline damage to help the Olaf.
Yes.
Yung team dito ng JBLFMU is reliant on spreading out vision para maka-flank sila sa lanes to have surprise ganks. Kasi honestly, in a team fight, UPD could win. It's pretty even right now in terms of damage because of the lead nga that Azir and Irelia got.
And grabe, Solarian right now for not yet. The Aegis of the Legion pa lang pala. They will, mitigate some damage from the
Yeah, let's see how things go here. Dragon is not coming up in a bit yet. In terms of towers, UPD is in the lead. That's another reason why tumaas talaga yung gold lead na dito. They were able to pressure top because of Irelia's lead. They were also able to pressure mid kasi Azir, again, got a small lead and that really helped him a lot. Really. So he was able to deal a lot of damage to the tower. It's all about bot lane being even. So that's a bad sign for JBLFMU. Kasi top and mid are on UPD's favor. And bot lane's even. That's very bad.
Supposedly, dapat yung Graves to dominate kanina pa. But kanina, they had this really bad placement when they were near the tower. No?
Yeah.
Kanina.
Namatay sila. That gave 2 kills for the bot lane.
Yeah.
So, kasi yung idea lang nga talaga, dapat yung mid lane even lang, top lane even lang, tas bot lane would be dominating. And that was supposed to translate from bot lane advantage for JBLFMU to objectives, to mid, top.
Yeah.
Pero yun nangyari, 2 lanes lost. Gragas couldn't go back bot to help Graves again.
Oh.
At yun, nahirapan na talaga yung JBLFMU to catch up. And we're 19 minutes in.
Yeah.
And Irelia 7-2. That's really bad. No one can 1v1 this Irelia.
Yeah.
They really have to send like 2 to 3 people. And regardless, Irelia will probably still makakakill pa rin siya.
Someone, that's not the cast that you want to do right now. It's not gonna slow. Are they gonna pursue this? That's the void. Silver will come from top, flashes towards the terrain. But that is nothing. Nothing will translate to that.
Push nyo yan. Grabe, pinush nila talaga.
They will probably get the turret.
Yeah, they gusto nila sulitin yung SS ni Graves, pero sadly it didn't hit. They weren't able to get it. Now they're clashing under tower again.
That small Kinnet actually taking hits from UPD. They get the objective, they run away. Meanwhile, Irelia is split pushing. Is he gonna flank though? There's someone pinging. No, she won't make it in time.
Alright, so yung nakikita natin yan, dahil sa lead, yung UPD is now controlling the tempo of the game. Meaning sila yung nakaka-control kung, okay, yung rotations basically, nakaka-control nila.
Yes.
Okay, Irelia, you split push top, we'll just try to hold mid. Now we're gonna group mid. They have control of the game right now. And that was not supposed to be true for JBLFMU's comp. They were supposed to have control and tempo from early to mid game, but now, that's not the case. And the late game scaling team is taking Baron at 20 minutes. This is a very bad sign, uncontested, no vision.
They had no idea talaga. And it's super fast, slashes in, gets a stun, gets pulverized right there. And here comes Kuela rather, bumps in, Emperor's Divine being dropped out. That's such a messy team fight. He goes in, Ace Crusher will manage to kill the Gragas right there. Double kill na ngayon yung ibon natin. And that is 4 members, 5 members down. That's a clean ace for UPD. That's a clean ace.
Well, okay. So, during the pick and ban phase, may na-discuss tayo mga win conditions for JBLFMU. They were supposed to have early game advantage to snowball the lanes, ideally bot and mid. Now, they didn't meet snowballing the lanes. They didn't take control of early to mid game. So, technically, they have no more win conditions at this point. It's a 10,000 gold lead at 20 minutes in the game. 20-minute Baron. This is a really huge lead.
Sobra.
For a team that was supposed to scale lane.
Exactly.
A lot of mistakes were made in this game on the side of JBLFMU.
Yeah, kills not going to the right people. Irelia getting everything from JBLFMU. And right now, saktong-sakto, like Dragon.
Yeah. So, Dragon gonna be contest here 2 on the side of JBLFMU. This will be UPD's first. TP's coming in.
Oh, look at that! That kid is getting hooked right there. Irelia comes into the fray as well. Joining! Andito na lahat. They want to leave the battlefield of JBLFMU. Final hour. Keep 34 might do a cleanup. And that's a dead Olaf right now. Even the Dragon is dead along with everything. That's a snipe coming in from Toki. Toki, unstoppable na siya ngayon. But that is no one dead for UPD. They get everything away from JBLFMU.
Yeah, it was a sad try, really. They couldn't win a team fight. They tried to contest Dragon, but Nautilus engaged and TP came in. So medyo na JBLFMU got caught off guard there. They had no choice, they had to respond. And yun nga, that's a sobrang laking lead dito ng UPD. They were able to win the fight. There is almost, I can't imagine there being much hope left for JBLFMU this game. They don't have late game scaling. Azir, Irelia, and Vayne all hurt too much at this point already for them. UPD can only throw at this point for JBLFMU to win. Other than that, UPD doesn't look like they're going to be throwing that much this game anymore.
Yeah, they know that they have the lead. They know that they can take on fights.
Yeah.
They know that they can force things out of JBLFMU.
This Olaf topic was not worth it.
Yeah, didn't really work out for them. Look at that. Look at the damage coming in from the Irelia though. Right now they're pursuing top. Very brave of Toki.
Yeah, I guess the reason that JBLFMU was losing at the early to mid game, I think it was more of parang micro mistakes They were giving away some kills.
Oh, speaking of giving away some kills, here is gonna die. Just like that.
That barrel snipe.
I know. Better drop the barrel.
Pero yun nga, JBLFMU made some mistakes during the early game. Irelia and Azir were allowed to snowball.
Okay, that's 3 members up top just for the Irelia. They're not reacting really well with this one. That's 3 people pushing.
I told you, you have to send like more than 2 people just to shut down this Irelia, and in the end, everyone else is gonna be knocking at your base already.
Yeah, and that's the Graves lang ang nagde-defend right now. He can't do anything. Probably release the collateral damage, but there is no damage at all. Yeah, it's a water gun though.
Tubig lang talaga yung lumabas.
Yeah. So right now, yeah, na-overwhelm yung JBLFMU. They don't know how to react to these kinds of and that's a minion wave pushing at the mid lane. Anong pinaglaban natin dito yung Raptor? Then pressure, joke lang.
Yeah, well, I guess nahirapan talaga yung Gragas dito kasi naging ang weird eh. Yung condition for UPD was to keep their lanes safe enough to get to late game. Pero yung nangyari, it was JBLFMU keeping their lane safe. Yun pa lang, mali na yun. Kasi JBLFMU was supposed to be even in lane and then snowballing through bot lane. Pero yun nga, yung nangyari is even if they had bot lane, they lost mid and top. And Gragas was not able to relieve too much pressure from top. By the time that Gragas was already trying to relieve pressure, Irelia was already fed. And Veer was already there too. We saw that one gank na nagkaroon ng 2v2 and Irelia got a double kill. Or I'm not sure if it was double kill, but basically they won it. They won the 2v2 and Irelia was able to snowball. No one was minding mid after the Evelyn gank early. Azir got the lead and then he just snowballed it at mid. He pushed Kog'Maw out of lane, he took down the tower, and at that point, yun, they couldn't save early to mid game anymore.
Yeah, supposedly talaga, the Graves and the Graves was supposed to be the key to shut down the main. Oh, look at that, CJ Amante caught off guard. On the screens, both forced to use a flash. But that's still Toki pressuring the top lane. And the rest of the members of UPD had bot.
In the end, it was a good job from UPD to really do well in the mid and top laning phase.
Oh, look at that. Final hour. Konti na lang to HP ng turret. But they're concentrating all their damage onto the Alistar na exhaust yung Vayne natin. And right now, yeah, it's a flash. From everybody in the home to CJ Amante, but nonetheless will die in the process. Ignite siya, forced to use a heal. But that is a dead Graves right now. Kip 34. Also, the turn is gone. Nakondem palayo yung Kog'Maw. Nag-flash ace crosscut just to avoid the artillery from Demigod. Right now, they're still pursuing onto this kill. Masyado nang malakas itong Kip 34. But that's an Olaf. Ragnarok, I'll throw some axes at you. I will secure the kill. And right now, UPD just wants to secure the inhibitor right now. But that is the Gragas and the Olaf combining forces. Are they gonna pursue this? And that is a red buff. Knowledge Hep. Emperor's Divine pushes the Graves on towards Nut. He's not safe. That's a great prediction. Flash. Yeah, from the Evelyn. Yomus paalis.
Man, that Vayne though.
Yeah.
Para naka 3 kills siya ata dun sa bot lane clash. The lead is just too overwhelming right now. 12,000 in the goal lead. 2 inhibs are down. JBLFMU parang turtling na lang sila at this point. But UPD, again, no, commendable yung mid and top lane. They were able to give, yun kasi, yung ideal is that Veer was supposed to be helping everyone. Kaya natakot tayo ng pick and ban kasi mahina yung Azir, Irelia, and Vayne at the early to mid game. Pero yung nangyari is because of their good laning, they were able to get a lead at mid and top, and that gave Veer more options. Parang na-relieve siya ng pressure na, okay, I don't have to save all of your butts in your lanes. I can just focus on snowballing whoever I want. Kasi Vayne, it's not like she was giving away kills. It's not like JBLFMU na sobrang aggressive na naka-quadra kill yung Graves sa bot. It's not like that. They were just evenly laning. Vayne was just not giving away any kills. UPD did what they need. In fact, they surpassed yung expectations natin. Because not just even, they got a lead at early to mid game. Yun talaga yung nangyari here. That's why JBLFMU lost.
Yeah, and so much for expecting the lane swap though. Na parang we expected, maybe they were gonna get dominated.
UPD was confident na they didn't want, kasi yung mangyari dun, if they did pull off a lane swap, Irelia would have been fighting Graves. And the point of a lane swap ideally is that you want to have an even exchange where your top laners are still able to at least survive a bit. For example, like I remember reading this article where the lane swap's actually a very old strat, but just got popular later on when the mainstream started picking it up. Rumble was, for example, an ideal lane swap top laner kasi kahit hindi siya nakaka-farm masyado, sobrang impactful pa rin niya sa mid-game kapag may equalizer, di ba? Alam naman natin lahat kung gaano ka-impactful yun.
And then he has a way of farming range.
He's safe. So, but if you have a Vayne who goes to top and you force your Irelia down bot against the Graves and Alistar, you suffer so much. Your Irelia suffers so much, and that was yeah.
Okay, you were saying?
Yeah, pero yun nga. It will be too much pressure on Irelia just to get Vayne farming. And the problem is, gusto ng UPD even yung gold distribution sa lahat ng carries. Kung nangyari yung lane swap, kawawa talaga yung Irelia. So, the good part is, they were able to lane evenly. Baron being forced here.
Look at that call. They might get poked out. That spear activated. He's isolated right now. Kakarating mo lang ng Irelia. Tinulog pa lang siya. And that's an Alistar, but that is a dead range right now. Kim 34 landing a lot of free hits. Freestyle na ngayon. Low attempt, super low. Gets dashed in by Toki. And right now, that's 4 members down. Kog'Maw forced to defend the base alone, but that is Baron. No, they're not gonna pursue Baron. They're gonna force something.
Yeah, when in doubt, make a cheesy play.
Yeah.
Yun na lang yun because JBLFMU doesn't have a lot of options left. Sobrang laki ng gold lead, wala na silang inhibs. If you're, well actually, if you're able to catch them off guard, you could get Baron. Pero, yun nga. UPD saw that one coming. In fact, they were probably gonna try and take it too. So, at this point, it's just a matter of finishing the game so early though, 30 minutes.
Oh, I'm gonna pursue you, but that's Ember is dividing, laid out, Demigod. Do you have Ghost? Are you still gonna commit to this? Dahil super low na sila Kim 34. And si Ace crosscut. Wow, the Mycos doesn't matter din. Pinanaman pa rin. Konti na lang, namatay na rin. Itong si Demigod. But that's a 1-for-1.
Well, I can see why he went for it. Wala na siyang flash, wala na siyang heal actually dun. So, might as well take one down with you.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is all a matter of UPD trying to finish the game and not make throwy plays. But actually, even if they make throwy plays, the only one who will benefit from that is Kog'Maw. Kasi pwede pa siyang mag-scale eh. He's not item locked yet or anything.
Yeah.
Moral Anomic on Luden starting to hurt. Nakita natin na masakit na talaga siya. But they don't have teammates anymore to back him up too much. Graves is, well,
gonna fall off. Lalo na later on.
Actually, parang hindi na nga siya masyado ramdam eh.
Yeah.
So,
may na yung collateral damage.
Yeah, Baron is still up though. And there's a lot of wards from UPD side. If they decide to take it now, actually, there's gonna be no contest, I think, for that.
Yeah.
Irelia does have TP. Oh no, he doesn't. But the rest of the 4 members are rotating now around Baron.
Yeah. Are they gonna contest? Get Irelia. Split in. Get the project there. I'm gonna get the blue buff. Graga's not in a good position. Meanwhile, they are isolating Toki. Gets exhausted. Na-stun pa rin yung Graves natin dito. Is able to get the kills. Flashes for flashes. Flashes everybody. The party in the bot lane. Nag-miss yung collateral damage. There's a pulverize as well. That's Toki. Godlike na ngayon. While that was happening, Baron for UPD shutdown na itong Irelia natin. But that is 1 member down for each team.
Wow.
Baron
so all 5 of them for Irelia.
Yeah. That's really...
That's how you can tell how fed your team is.
Ay. Super low. Stayed pa rin just to try and push. Depth charge on towards the Gragas as well. Here comes the rest of the members of UPD. Ito na yung Ace Crosscut dashes in. Pero nasa likod mo yung dalawa. Si Olaf, pati na rin si Kuela. But that is Skin is very low. Gets excited here leading the front lines as well. That's 4 members down rather. Pinanonon pa rin ni Kim 34 dashes in, taking fountain damage. Shut down ni Graves. And that is, after 32 minutes, UPD gets the victory.
Alright, so congratulations to UPD. Able to do everything they needed and more. So again, gaya na sinabi natin, JBLFMU was supposed to have the lead because of their comp, but no.
Yeah,
Apparently,
no,
it didn't
no,
happen.
Didn't work.
Nagkaroon ng lead yung mid tsaka top. Irelia was able to snowball. Azir was able to sort of snowball. And
Yeah.
bot lane was even. JBLFMU couldn't put their foot down
Uh-huh.
at mid game. And from that point on, well, GG.
Yeah, GG. So, you guys have witnessed the first game for our LCL Week 10. That's JBLFMU versus Ovulation Esports. Oh, wait. Yeah.
Yeah,
UPD.
JBLFMU versus UPD.
Yes. So, after a short break, you'll witness Blaze It, College of St. Benilde versus Red Warriors, University of the East. So, once again, we'll introduce ourselves. I am Seatmate Riku.
And I am Seatmate Amplifier.
See you guys later.